Hi, I'm Roger and welcome back to the Tractor Tech channel. Today I have something I want to show you on a trailer that can be very dangerous. It's something from personal experience. But before I get into that, I have a couple of updates. The first update is I'm trying to do 2 uploads a week. My uploads are going to be Sunday at 7 p.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. And the next thing is, that is where the log pile was. And this is the pile of rounds from the log pile. I think I have between 7, maybe 8 cords. I don't think there's quite 8, probably 7, 7.5. I'm not really sure because there's a little more than one whole truckload of logs here. We finished it up today in about a couple of hours. These bigger rounds here are the rounds that I used on the back of the tractor for the ballast. I thought it was time to get some fresh logs before these rotted up, so I went ahead and cut them. But as you can see, there is a lot of wood here. You can see it's a pretty nice pile of rounds. Then right here's the pile of rounds, and right here's the conveyor. I'll let it run right off the conveyor onto the ground there. I don't have quite enough room to get down through here with my splitter, so I'm going to have to take the rock bucket and clear just a little bit of a path, or either throw some out of the way by hand. I wish this area was like another 5 feet wider, and then make things a lot better where I could keep the logs over that way more when I'm cutting, so I would have room for splitting over here, but working with what I have. Alright, so now we're back to the trailer. This is a carry-on 5x8 trailer. I've been wanting a 5x8 trailer for a while because, as I mentioned in another video, I was messing with some lawn mowers, and I have a 6x14 trailer, but this truck here is a 4-door long bed truck. So I mean, it's pretty long. Then you get that 6x14 trailer on there. The trailer is actually 6'4" wide. And some of these places you go, like for example, when I went to get this trailer, the neighborhood that the guy lived in was like the width of 1.5 cars. It was super narrow, so you get in some pretty tight places. And even though that's not a very big trailer, it can kind of be a pain in the butt. And this truck has the turning radius of a school bus. So I wanted something smaller to haul lawnmowers or just anything that I can haul in here, really. 1,640 pound capacity. So I've been looking for a long time, and I wasn't in any hurry to get one since I already had a trailer, the 6'4" trailer. Got other trailers also, but I was just kind of waiting for the right deal to come along on one. And these trailers usually, like on Craigslist, go for $500 or more. And I found this one for $350. I was really glad that I found it for that because, as I mentioned, most of them are bringing $500, and Tractor Supply had them on sale for $650 back around the 4th of July, and I thought about getting one. Then, I can't remember when the 4th was. I don't know if it was like Saturday or Sunday. The sale went off like on a Sunday, and that Monday I decided I was going to get one, and they jumped way back up in price. I think it was $650 for the trailer. So if you buy a used trailer for $500 and the thing's 10 years old, you can plan on replacing both tires. So you might have close to a couple $100 in tires. So that makes a new trailer look pretty, like a pretty good deal. So that's why I was going to go ahead and just get a new one. And then after that fell through, I thought, well, I'm just going to hold out again and wait for the right deal. So I found this trailer for $350, and the guy was nice enough. I have a Craigslist app on my phone, and the thing had been on there for like 12, maybe 15 minutes, something like that, when I contacted him about it. So I got pretty lucky on that. Then I was also happy that this trailer came with the spare tire and the spare tire mount. Yes, the spare tire mount is made to go on the tongue, but you put it on the tongue, that adds a lot of tongue weight, and on this little trailer, that throws the trailer off balance, so to speak, so it makes it hard to move around by hand. So I relocated the spare tire mount to back here. Now, you can see I need to do something about it. It's not sitting straight. I think I need a piece of metal 3/4 inches thick at the bottom. I can weld that to the mount, and then that'll make it set straight. I think it's 3/4, maybe 1/2 inch, I don't know. But anyway, I was glad I found the thing. So when I got there to buy the trailer, the guy's like, well, the brake lights don't work on it, or some of the lights he said didn't work. I really didn't care about that because that's an easy fix for me, and this trailer is eventually going to get all LED lights. I don't like the incandescent bulbs. They're not very reliable on a trailer, especially on a little trailer like this. It's going to be bouncing up and down, maybe even up off the ground at times. So I found 3 wires on this trailer right in here at the tongue that I believe had rodent damage. I used non-insulated connectors on them and then heat shrink over top of it, so I have a good lifetime repair on those. Then he also mentioned something about the wheel bearings. So after I get this problem corrected that this video's on, I have new wheel bearings on order right now, Timken wheel bearings, because sometimes if I go to get a mower, I could be driving an hour and a half, and around some big cities out on a interstate or beltway or something like that. So I don't want a wheel bearing going out on this thing, so I'm just going to put new bearings in it for the peace of mind. So this little trailer only has 12-inch tires, so my existing ball mount wasn't quite low enough. I already had an adjustable ball mount that I used for the 6x14 trailer, but I needed just a slight bit more drop. Really didn't want the thing riding 1.5 inches or 2 inches high. I can't stand when people go down the road with a trailer like that. So I found this ball mount on Amazon that's adjustable. It's a Max Haul. It's 8 position. It has a 9.5 inch drop and an 8.25 inch rise, 500 pounds of tongue weight, 5,000 gross weight. So I got the ball mount, and this trailer takes an 1 7/8 ball. I hate 1 7/8 balls. I wish everything just took a 2-inch ball. So I was planning on doing away with this coupler and putting a 2-inch coupler. I actually already have a coupler that I'm going to put on there, but I'm waiting to get a title made. I need to go to the DMV. Probably going to do that this week because, you know, with the current matters, it's not very easy to do that kind of stuff right now. And I've had this trailer over a month probably. So I ended up deciding, since I had this adjustable ball mount, that it'd be a pretty nice setup to get one of these interchangeable hitch balls. So got the ball in there, got it torqued. Then later that night I decided I'm going to hook it up to the truck and see what the thing looks like. Also went with this adjustable ball mount so I can use it on other vehicles and the trailer will still be riding level. So as you can see, I'm not sitting on perfectly level ground, but the trailer is running right. Then I thought I'll run my 0 turn on there and see how it goes on there and make sure it doesn't drag on the gate, because sometimes with the cheaper mowers, these ramps are pretty short, or gates are pretty short, and they'll drag. So ran my 0 turn mower up on there, and the trailer came off of the ball and it slammed into my license plate. So when it happened, I thought it had to be the piece of junk interchangeable hitch ball. Well, the ball was still on the shank, so that was all good. I'll show you what happened. Alright, you can see I have my pin in there. This is a locking pin. Right here's the lock. I just hooked the trailer up to make this video. I'm not going down the road with it like that, of course. But look up in there. You can see that the coupler is latched on the ball. When that first happened, I thought, I guess the coupler wasn't latched on the ball. I guess it was just sitting on the ball and I'd latched it. So I latched it back on there and picked up on it, and I was surprised to find that I can effortlessly lift up on the tongue of the trailer and remove the coupler from the ball. I'll show you once again how easy it is. So after that happened, I thought it could only be one thing, that the interchangeable ball was like too small of a diameter. So I have this, I'll put it in there and show you. All right, so now I've changed to a different hitch ball. We'll try it again. So now at this point in time, I figured out why the guy got rid of the trailer. And I was a bit shocked because the guy seemed like a really, really nice guy. But I don't think there's any way that he couldn't have known that this coupler was worn out on this trailer. So after it came off this ball, I thought, these trailers are supposed to have an 1 7/8" coupler. It looks like an 1 7/8" coupler. Maybe it's actually a 2-inch. There's a 2-inch ball. And you can see a 2-inch ball is too big. So now this coupler really isn't completely worn out. I think it could have a repair kit put in it. But as I mentioned, I don't like 1 7/8" balls. I'd just rather have everything around here with a 2 or 2 5/16. But if you look, you can remove that nut. You're going to have to have that piece of metal in the front bent on it, so you'd have to bend that up. You could back that nut off and put a repair kit in there. Now thankfully, when I was loading the 0 turn on there, I had the safety chains hooked up and it just messed up my license plate, so that's going to be like $5 or $10 for new license plates. If this had been hooked to another vehicle, it may have done some body damage, and thankfully nobody was standing close to the tongue when it reared up to get hit by it or get run over by the trailer when the trailer went forward. A while back I did a video when Kubota Monsters tractor was being delivered and the Messick's delivery guy ran it off the trailer. I did a video showing things to load a piece of equipment more safely. One thing I mentioned in that video was wheel chocks on your trailer tires, because sometimes when you run something up on the back, it can pick the tow vehicle up, but you should also have blocks underneath there to keep from picking it up. On a little trailer like this and a big truck like that, that's not really going to be an issue. But if you have your wheels chocked, it's going to help keep the trailer and tow vehicle from sliding. And if I would have had the wheels chocked on this trailer, the trailer would have probably just sat there and just reared up and wouldn't even messed up the license plate. So that was a little bit of a learning experience. So before you hook onto a trailer and head down the road with it, be sure that the coupler's not worn out. Either pick up on it some with the jack, if it's a bigger trailer. If it's a smaller trailer, pick up on it with your hand and be sure that the coupler fits your ball tightly. Now another thing I once saw was a customer borrowed a friend's trailer and it had a 2-inch coupler on it, but somebody had put an 1 7/8" repair kit on it and it fit on the ball very, very loosely, but it would stay on there still. What I think happened with this coupler is the guy had just sold his truck and bought a newer or brand new Ram Rebel. He said he previously had a Power Wagon, so that truck's going to set a little bit high. I'm going to guess and say he had one of these 3-in-1 ball mounts. Everybody thinks you can buy one of these and it'll be the last ball you ever need because it has all 3 hitch balls on there. I have never ever seen one of these things work right with any of my trailers where the trailer's running level. So if the thing was running high like this and then you go up and down in some dips, look how it's going to be bending on the latch on the coupler. So I think that's what happened to it, why this thing is so worn out like that. The only time I use one of these 3-in-1 ball mounts is with the tractor when I'm moving a trailer, because the tractor has a 3-point hitch so I can raise and lower it to wherever I need it to be. So did I get a bum deal on this trailer? I don't think so, because $350. This coupler that I planned on doing already was like $15. The wiring took a little bit of time, 3 butt splice connectors that are probably 5 or 10 cents a piece and a little bit of heat shrink. So under $1 to repair the lights. Oh, and I did have to put a bulb in the right rear stop tail turn light. And then my bearings I got were Timken bearings that were $30. So under $50, I'm gonna have this trailer pretty daggone nice because I have new bearings, new coupler, and all the lights work. Even if I'd have bought one of them trailers for $500, it may have actually been a worse trailer. May have needed tires, Definitely wouldn't have came with a spare tire and mount like this one. Spare tire and mount in themselves, I think, are $100 or a little better. So yes, I would have still bought the trailer. I just wish the guy would have told me that the coupler needed a repair kit or either needed replaced so that this didn't happen, or somebody could have potentially got hurt. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. I have some modifications planned for this trailer as time permits.